All right, it's Trader Tib with Deep South Trading LLC. Y'all remember I used to go by PFS Tib? That's because I couldn't think of anything else. So we're going by Trader Tib. That's THIB. And if you're from Louisiana, you know what that stands for. All right, it's been a minute since I've done a video, so I want to update everyone what's going on. I know the main question is, am I profitable yet? Nah, still not profitable. So this last year, 2025, has been a journey on focusing on the process. Also, getting some mental coaching done. I'll get into that a little later. So let's go over what have I done. First thing I did was beginning of the year 2025. Someone told me to watch this guy's video, Scarface Trades. Yeah, I know he trades options. Yeah, I know he may not be profitable or maybe a phony or whatever people want to say. I don't know. Okay, I don't live with him. Don't know his bank account. But what I can tell you is the 5-minute or break and retest and the levels that he used break and retest have been working for me. What hasn't been working is my mental game, because going in on 10 contracts or 20 contracts just does not freaking work. So, okay. So I did that about 3 months ago, 2 months, well, I guess about 2 months ago. I was still having some issues with those trades. I was getting a few losers, things like that. Someone said, "Hey, you ever use VWAP?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "I used to use VWAP with Matt for years. I didn't know what to do with it." Somebody said, "Check this guy out." Well, what guy was that? So it was Trader Drysdale. He trades the VWAP. Trades several VWAPs. Do I know what he trades exactly? No. Didn't get in his room for free for a week, and I haven't subscribed to him. I just got the free PDF he gives that talks about VWAP and the 4 setups he does. Okay? So let's get down to the nitty-gritty of how I use all this. Alright, so MES chart here. What am I doing? I'm waiting for the first 5 minutes of open for a break and a retest. Okay? I have levels I look at. I'm still targeting Globex low and Globex high, the magenta lines, okay? Because I've seen stats on it. The stats are very high on what percentage we're going to hit those each day. Beautiful targets, all right? We break. We go back in, but we don't retest the top, okay? Where we're at, we're under VWAP. So what I'm doing is, with the VWAP, I'm using it as a framework. What direction am I looking for? Well, I'm looking for a down move. Why? Because we're under VWAP. Alright? So we break here. Do we retest? No, we go all the way to the top. We come back in. We hit the bottom of the orb. I go short. Go short here. 67.63. What's my target? Globex low, 67.43. 63.43, 20 points, okay? What else we got? We pull back to SD1. It's not at a level, but I hear it's a good place for shorts. If we're under minus SD1, standard deviation 1 to the downside, that means we're probably going to trend down. Guess what? We got a break. We got a retest at minus SD1. Short the shit. 43. 35. 43. 30. 43. 26. Alright? Now we get a break above. Don't really get a retest. Where we go? Back to the orb. Back to VWAP. Okay? We break and retest the opening price. And we're at VWAP. I got a confirmation. What is it good for? It's good for a few points. 78, 87. Good enough for me. We break the top of the orb. What is this? This is one of the 2 previous days' lows. Not sure which one. If it was yesterday or the day before. But guess what? We got a break. We got a retest. We get in. 90 to 04. Boom. Back in. We get in. 89.75. Target this previous day's low, or target this SD1. Doesn't matter. Whichever one you want to target. Okay? So, have I taken trades from SD1 like the other traders said to do? Yes. Have I taken trades from minus SD1? Yes. But what is my bread and butter trades? Here's a previous week's low and a previous day's low. Now, I'm only doing RTH hours. I don't do the whole session, so these days and weeks are based on RTH only. We break it, we retest, short. Break it, we retest again, short. I'm going to probably only target this SD1 because if we're above it, I'm going to assume that we're going higher. Okay? Because my framework is below VWAP, I'm looking for shorts. Above VWAP, I'm looking for longs. Okay? So if I'm taking shorts up here, where's my target range? It's going to be between, this level and this one. But I'm going to be cautious at SD1 until we break it and retest it. All right? What else does this work on? Well, let's look at gold. Okay? Now gold, I am using the old pit time of 7:20 a.m. Central Standard Time. All right? Well, looky here. You got an SD1 you could have shorted off of. But lo and behold, we break, we retest. We're under SD1. We're under opening price. We're under the middle of the orb. Short the shit. Boom. Okay? 65. 10. 65. 10. 55 points. 55 points is quite a bit on micro gold. So, what is that? One contract will give you $550 on one micro? Do I have that right? This is pre-market low. We break, we retest, short it. 81, 25. Pretty damn good to me. All right, nothing else here. We break above, we retest, go long. 83. We go to a high of 31. We break and retest this level. Okay, what's this level at? 10.8. 36.4. If you held it, which we know we're not going to tick it to the top, but hey, top is 46, entering around 10, good for 26, 36 points, works for me. We break back below this previous week's low, come back in for a retest, boom, short it. Where are we going to target? We'll target this overnight low. Now, this is not Globex low. This is pre-market low, which is 3 to 7:20 my time, because that stat works for the indices, not gold. All right. Started taking an option. I'm in an option academy too, also with a guy, and what he does is he uses. See if I can get this mess off of here. Hang on a second. Not sure why I'm showing those lines. Alright. So what he does is he uses the weekly pivots and the monthly pivot points. Now I'm not talking about pivots in structure, I'm talking about the floor trader pivots. Alright? So he looks at them for areas to trade from. Okay? So here, for example, we broke below this mid pivot. Alright, this was a mid pivot right here. Middle of 1 and 2. Okay, pivot points, let's see. Weekly and monthly main pivots are way up here. So what he's doing is he's waiting for us to break a pivot, and when we come back inside to go long off of it. And what I would do is, let's look at MES or ES. Okay. We had two pivots right here. Once we come back inside, I can look at a SPY option, a SPX options, anything along that line. So, all right. Anyway, that's what I've been up to. I did trade a SPY option today. I was actually in this short over here not long after open. I had a 25% stop on it, and I got stopped out. The option did go in my favor. If I'd have held it, I'd have got my 50% profit on it. So, but it's live and learn. Today was the first day I traded live in a live option in a while. So, but I'm okay with that. It's good. So we're gonna keep at it. So, all right. But that's what I've been up to. My mentorship I'm doing with Diamond Trading. He has me on a strict regime each day of how many trades I can take. Basically trading one micro MNQ during New York, and then I have other accounts that I practice on, take sim trades in, and so forth. You may have seen he goes by the name of Diamond Hands. He's been on Top Step TV. He was on there yesterday. You can go look him up. He's also on FFN. He's on there live on Mondays mornings also, trading. If you want to know more about it, PM me. Not really going to make a recommendation at this time. If I get profitable, I'll probably make a big recommendation. Or when I'm profitable, let's put it that way. I've been with him since probably around December. So we got off to a slow start. And the last month we've been picking things up, and I'm seeing better results and so forth. So what he has me doing, if my first trade is a winner, I'm done for the day. So this is what we decided on last week. So far for Monday and Tuesday, I've actually taken one trade each day, and I have a 250 tick stop that I can move in and a 250 tick target. Could have moved that today, but I was happy with the results. I shut it down, locked myself out, and then we'll get back after it again tomorrow. I can show you what trade I caught this morning. It was on the MNQ, and it was right after open here. This is a pattern I look for. Off the 8, we had already rejected minus SD1, had a pullback, came here, I got in here. I wanted to hold to VWAP, but I think I got out around here actually, so got out around here. Right here. Whatever the 250 ticks was. Well, I guess we can let's put a thing on there. So got out right here. Right in this area. So it was a good trade. Alright, hit me up with any questions. Anything else you want to know about Scarface or the other guy that does the VWAP, let me know. And I'm going to try to start putting out some videos tracking my success this year, because I think 2026 is going to be the year. If I can get over my over trading, my over leveraging, and trade sensible, keep my risk management intact, don't throw 10, 20 lots on, might actually have a chance at being green this year. Looking forward to the adventure. So let's take this ride together and let's get it. All right, gang. Talk to y'all later.